Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Gene.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Sunday, December 1st, 2024. So, on this first day of December...
Happy December.
Happy December. Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And did it leave you feeling warm and toasty all over?
No.
Okay.
It was icy cold.
I see. Yes.
So, but it was a good puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Very enjoyable. And of course, it had animation, which is always a bonus in my book.
Yep. I actually laughed out loud when I saw that. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a delightful start to the month.
Right. The theme for this puzzle was drive around the block. And if you looked at the puzzle, you could see a block right in the middle of a puzzle. It was a 5 by 3 block, and it was surrounded on 4 sides by black squares.
Which is very rare.
Very rare, yes. And there were 6 themed clues, and they ran both horizontally and vertically. And we'll get to those in a minute. But if you went to the block where there were the 5 by 3 block of squares, all of the answers for the clues in there were exactly the same going across. And that was the word ice. So we had 54 across, decorate at a bakery, which is ice. We had 61 across, clinch, which is ice. We had 68 across, off, in mob slang, which is ice. We had 73 across, wrapper, ice spice, with filling in the ice. And then finally, we had 77 across, diamonds, informally, ice.
Yes.
So now the funny thing was, when you went down, of course, you had a column of I's, a column of C's, and a column of E's. Well, the column of I's, the clue was 54 down, positive votes, I's. And the clue for 55 down was blank the day, and of course the answer there is C's, and that was the column of C's. And then the column of E's, comfort, 56 down, comfort, ease. So you didn't spell out the words, you just sounded them. So that too was very clever.
Yes, ingenious, absolutely ingenious.
Yeah. And then the themed clues all revolved around 93 down, which was machine waiting to enter the middle of this grid as suggested by the answers to the starred clues. And the answer to that was Zamboni. And all of the starred clues referred to making a surface smoother or just having a smooth surface. So, for example, the first one, 23 across, blemish on a vehicle. And that was surface scratch. And then we had 16 down, expectation at the start of a hotel stay. And that was clean sheets. And then we had 35 down, like a weakly hit ground ball. And that was slow rolling.
35 across, right.
I'm sorry, 35 across. And then we had 66 down, which was quickly moves past in conversation. And that was glosses over. And then we also had 97 across, holding that's hard to convert to cash. And that was frozen asset. And then we also had a kind of a double one, 32 and 101 across were together. And the clues for that were extra level of intricacy. And that was added layer. And then finally we had 115 across, 1984 Sade hit, Smooth Operator.
Yes.
So all of them descriptors of either what a Zamboni looks like or what a Zamboni does or what the surface of the ice is like once a Zamboni is employed.
Mm-hmm.
And the kicker on the whole thing was, if you solve the puzzle correctly, the word Zamboni, which was 93 down, from within that word came a little tiny Zamboni, and it came from the bottom of the puzzle, and it went all the way up the word Zamboni, and then it went into the block in the middle that had all the ices on it, and it went over all of the squares and turned them smooth blue.
Right.
and then it exited again down 93 down. This is the word Zamboni.
And then those three black squares at the bottom of the rink, as it were, would move out when the Zamboni was approaching it,
Yes.
and they would seal themselves back in after it had departed.
Yes, sort of like what happens if you ever go to a hockey game and the Zamboni comes out onto the ice and then it disappears under the stands, I guess. So anyway, just so much fun and very clever.
Yes, it was by John Lieb, and who's done a
job.
he's done a total of 20 New York Times crosswords, and his favorite day is Saturday. But so this is his debut Sunday. But the clues were terrific.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the theme was spectacular, but the rest of the clues, there were so many good clues here.
Oh yes.
I mean, even starting with one across, smack was bus.
Right.
Wasn't quite ready for that. And one down, Bartlett cousin was Bosk. Wasn't ready for that.
A pair.
Three down, voice heard by millions worldwide was Siri.
Yeah. I'm like, what could that be? Who could that be? Yeah.
What else did we have that was good? We had five across, source of distress for a bull, dip. It's like, oh, that was cute.
Yes.
Let's see. We had 17 down. 17 down being stop looking at your phone, go, and that was in square brackets, which means they're looking for some sort of a sound usually, and the answer was honk.
That's right. Yes.
Appreciated that. And they had a terrific clue. Maybe they've done this before, but 32 across was let me try that one more time. 32 down. Emmy winner born Alphonzo D'Abruzzo, and that was Alda.
Yes. I didn't realize that was his name.
Yeah, great clue. The one next to it I didn't quite understand. Arrange as hair, 33 down, was dupe.
Do up.
Oh.
You do it up.
Yes, that helps a whole lot. I was thinking of like you're putting goop in your hair or something.
No, you do up.
Yes. Okay. Failure. Just like the one next to it, 34 down, jettison was do oompa. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's dump. Boy, my parsing circuits are way off today. Okay, I was ready for dump.
31 down was interesting. Operate at a heavy loss. Bleed money.
Right. I so much wanted it to be bleed red ink because that's what you normally see. But, yeah.
Bleed money.
And let's see here. We had 57 across. Grumpy friend, Doc.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, just all over the place. They've got these little gems. 30 across, Joker was Wag. Okay, that wasn't too spectacular. I mean, it's good, but 30 down, Org for John Cena and Roman Reigns was WWE.
That's right. Wrestlers.
39 down. This is actually where I ended up. Mr. Bigglesworth to Dr. Evil. So I had the P, the E, the T, and I had a blank and an AT, and I thought, oh, it's pet rat. Because, I mean, what would Dr. Evil have for a pet? he's evil, so I figured pet rat.
No.
But that meant that 59 across flashes was sex, spelled S-E-C-S. But I had it as sirs with the pet rat, but it was in fact sex.
Yep. I liked 118 across. Business person bringing in boku bucks. Rainmaker. I know that was a phrase for a moneymaker.
Apparently. I will take their word for it.
Yep.
Let's see. We had 78 across. 78 across was power line, ? Emperors.
Yeah, that was good too.
And let's see, 41 across. I just like the word clamorous. And the answer was loud.
Right, yes.
That's a good word.
That's
clamorous.
a great word. I should use it more.
Right.
When something was loud, I should say it was clamorous.
Yes. 47 down. 47 down was cold comfort. Tissues. That was cute.
Yep.
I didn't know 48 down. Leader of the Pink Ladies in Greece, Betty Rizzo.
Betty Rizzo, yes.
You say that with some authority.
Well, yes.
Ah.
Long ago, our oldest was in the movie, or in the play, Grease, at school. And they didn't call her Betty, they called her Rizzo.
Really? Okay.
She was sort of a tough-talking teen.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to say that you were in...
No, I was not, but our
Greece.
son was. And he was, like a
random
townsperson, which is what he almost always played.
Yes. He was one of the finest random townspersons ever.
Yeah, but he was also the policeman. So he did have a couple lines.
Ooh, that's exciting. 58 down, one leaving you in stitches, cut up.
Yes.
That was great. 84 down. I thought maybe 84 down was a little, they could have come up with some better way of phrasing this, or some better clue. 0 to 100 maybe, lifetime.
Right.
It's just like, hey, quit putting an expiry date on people. I bet everyone who's a centenarian was reading that and thinking, hey, come on, I'm 106 and feeling fine, doing the crossword and just been insulted. 99 down, volume options on an iPad, ? Ebooks.
Ebooks,
That
right.
was good. By the way, getting back to 115 across, and 115 across was that themed answer. 1984, is it pronounced
Sade?
Is that how it's pronounced? Sade? Okay, Sade hit. Smooth operator. As soon as I see that word, I hear the song in my head.
Oh, me too.
It is such a
popular song.
Well, it's so addictive. I mean, it's just sort of like one of those earworms, right? They had a pair of just, I mean, like I said, everywhere we look in this crossword, we've got great clues. But 85 across, ride the pine, sit.
Yeah.
And then the one next to it, address a gray area, die.
Die, right, yeah.
Just super.
Yeah, lots of great clues.
And actually, I think my favorite, 122 across, digits rarely given out in a bar, abra, SSN.
Right.
It's just like, that is just fabulous. That deserves like Clue of the Week award for SSN. So bravo to John Lieb. Well done. I think we have our first entrant in the Jam Katwa Gene and Mike Crossword of the Week award.
I mean, they're all entrants.
Well, they are all entrants, but they're going to have to.
This is a contender.
They're going to have to be pretty good to beat John here.
5 squares.
He's been doing this since 2013. That's when he got his first crossword in. So, but it's quality, not quantity.
Now, I wonder, did he think of the animation too? Or did he say, if you can, could you make that inner box an ice rink?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I'm just looking at xwordinfo.com. They might say on Wordplay. But he's a high school math teacher, football, baseball coach, and he is the co-director of Boswords, a series of in-person and online crossword puzzle tournaments.
Wow.
So Yes, indeed.
Well done.
Well done, John. 5 squares on the JAM-CR scale for sure. All right. Well, that is it for today then. So thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yep.
Remember, we always love feedback. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. We also love it when you leave 5-star reviews for us on wherever you're listening to this podcast.
Right.
That is it for today. We'll be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.